everyone, it's Becky. So you obviously already know that in house number 2, we can only make plain, boring, box-shaped houses. The walls can only go in straight lines. But I wanted to show you a fun little trick for how to make more circular-looking builds. It definitely takes a little more time than making the standard house. But I thought it'd be fun to show off a fun little thing if you want to do a little extra pizzazz. So this is a little website, I will link it down below, but it's basically a pixel, circle, or oval generator. So you put in your different measurements that you want your little circle to be. I made it 29 by 29, I guess. The height doesn't really matter, you can adjust that to whatever height you want it to be. But basically each of these squares are a little block in the game, and you are basically going to count how much they are. Like this one's 7 wide here, 7 wide down there, 4, 3, 2, 2. 1, and then you're basically building your little build like that. And then once you add in all of these, you're going to use the triangle pieces in the game. You're going to use the little sandbox mode triangle pieces, and you're going to fill in all these extra little gaps here to make it more circle-like. So I'm going to put this on my other screen and go back into the game, and we will attempt to try it out. So it does take a little more time because we are making a pretty big one here, but that's okay. So it is 29 by 29, so I am doing 29 blocks right here. I guess I'll make it pretty tall just so that we can see how it can be an actual building. And then because I have an odd number of blocks, I will actually be able to make it like a perfect cross shape here. So what is the middle point in 29? 15 in? I think it's 15 in, 14 on each side. So 15 is right there. So we're going to go 14 this direction, and then 14 this way. There we go, and just like that. So that's like the very basic template of this. And then my bottom portion will be 7 total, so we're gonna start off like that. It looks like it's 7 on all the sides, so I'm just gonna go in with that. And then once we get all this, then you can delete those middle cross sections. You don't even need to have them if you don't want to, but I think that helps guide you a little bit more. Then I'm gonna do 4. I'm just following my template. I think I'm gonna do it on both sides just to keep them all even. And then I'm going to do 4 crossed here. I'm going to do the other side too, just to keep both sides even. Then I've got a bunch of 2s. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 2. The only bad part about this is, especially when you do them smaller, you're not going to be able to have a lot of windows. I think this one will be able to fit a door right here though, at least. Last set of 2, and then I'm going to do 2 this way, I think. Hopefully I don't mess this up. I think I messed it up, guys. I don't think I should have a gap right there. I don't know if that was right, but I think I could make it work. I think if I just put the triangle piece in, it's gonna be fine. Oh, I know what my problem was. I made those crosses and then I added 1 more in on each side when this needed to be right here instead. So let me just pop that in right there and then get rid of it over here. I will admit this is my first time actually doing this. Mr. Building with Becky told me I should do this video. Okay, let's remeasure it, everyone. Is this one off too now? Say it ain't so. This one's 30. I think we can remedy this though. Just make sure you really measure it before you put the circles in. Okay, I think I fixed it, everyone. Now we are going to do the same over here as we did here, and then these ones will also be the same thing, and we will see what happens. Is that matching? I think it is. So far, so good. So yeah, just measure out like these middle portions really good before you start doing everything else. I think that is a pretty key component to being successful in this. Here we are. Let's see if it worked. Okay. I think that is actually good. So now I'm going to get rid of these middle pieces. I think I don't need them anymore. So now we're going to get to work on the triangle portion. So it's in the architectural elements, and then it is the resizable building molding triangle piece. I'm just gonna make that the same like width as this, and then pop them all in there, and then we're going to resize them. Let's just try these ones first. So these are pretty finicky sometimes, which is weird. But we're going to turn on grid snapping and put it like that. And then I think I have to resize it and bring this part in and then go all the way up. Yes, perfect. It's like a fun little game of putting the puzzle pieces together. These ones go really nicely right here. Switch to resize, bring them up to the height you want them all to be. And you can see it's turning into a nice round shape. I am going to throw in the rest of these and then come back and we'll see how it looks. I just realized that I think I can probably copy and paste some and put them in like that, so it's a little easier that way too. Like I just took one of those from over here and then it's fitting in perfectly here, but like these single ones aren't that bad to just do separately each time, really. Sometimes they look a little confusing. I think I have to turn it. There we go. I will admit this is quite tedious, not for the faint of heart. I'm halfway done with the outside. Obviously, you'd probably want to do the inside as well. I think once you get the hang of it, it is moving a little faster though. Da-da-dun! Final piece going in. Okay, look at that. This is a round building, everyone. I think I did a good job. I think it actually turned out. I followed the instructions well enough that it actually turned into something. Like I said, this is what I followed and then added in the triangle pieces. And obviously, if you wanted to make this into an actual building, you would just repeat the triangle process all the way on the inside as well. Let me see. This is a 29 by 29 building. Let me see if the door actually can fit into... Oh, just perfect, yes. So if you want a just perfect door here on the biggest sides, then you need to do at least the 29 by 29. I'm glad that worked. But yeah, the door can go in there, and then I guess we can still do windows on these further sides as long as you pick a smaller window. I bet the 5x6 will work. Yep, it works out perfectly in those bigger portions. And then obviously, I'm not sure what we do about the roof. There's probably some kind of weird configuration you could do to make it like a cone shape roof. But I guess in a pinch, one of these roofs would work. If you extended it over, I guess it might actually look kind of interesting. You know, I didn't think about that, but you know, okay, that looks kind of fun, doesn't it? Let me raise it up a little. Yeah, she's not perfect, but she's cute. Just imagine what it'd look like on the inside with the nice smooth walls too. And then if you want this, you can build it yourself. If you try it out, let me know how it works for you. It's definitely a pretty tedious process, especially if you make a bigger one. This is kind of cool. It's like a little yurt. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I would love to come up with some more tips and tricks videos, so maybe I will think of some more I could do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!